Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, our state, and our country. We take a look at your questions, ideas, thoughts, and suggestions, and we combine all the good stuff so that we can better connect with each other and with our destination, Puerto Vallarta, as a community of English speaking locals. This is what we bring to the table. This is what we enjoy doing. Today is Saturday, January 27, and it's a pleasure to welcome everyone to Coffee and Headlines, particularly those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is your case, feel free to let us know by writing the word new in your comment, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. If you have something truly important that you wish to share, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q to your comment. If you have any questions, we have a frequently asked questions document that you can access on our website at any point in time. Let's see what's going on today. In a video posted on their Facebook page, Unibus PV, the company that provides our city with public transportation, has announced that as of May 31st, local city buses will no longer accept bills to pay for the ticket. As of that date, buses will only accept coins or the prepaid card used in Guadalajara. As a reminder, bus fares in Puerto Vallarta are 10 pesos per person for the city buses, and it is worth mentioning some strange habits that you may not expect elsewhere when you ride the bus. In Mexico, it is, or at least here in Puerto Vallarta, it's common that when people try to board the bus and they don't have any change, maybe they have a 20 peso bill, they will get on the bus and talk to the driver and say, I only have a 20. And they will sometimes wait for the next passenger to get on and pay for it with a coin. And they will take the coin and they will pay for the two fares using a bill. I don't think this is going to be possible anymore as of May, as we previously mentioned. Sometimes when the buses are really crowded, people attempt to board from behind, and of course, when you do that, you might be standing in the middle of the bus and somebody nudges you and expects you to pass some money up front, which is something else that people do. We don't know if these more popular habits will continue to happen. What is your experience riding the bus? What's the weirdest thing that has happened to you riding a bus in Puerto Vallarta? Feel free to share in your comments, and we'll take a look at your anecdotes later on today. Hacienda Serena, the venue where the upcoming international Charro Tournament will take place, has updated their website with more details and a schedule. We now know that ticket prices to attend the event will range from 110 pesos per person for the first charreadas, which are going to take place this coming Wednesday, increasing to 330 pesos per person for the finals, which will take place a week from tomorrow. There are two events scheduled to take place in town. One is a traditional fiesta on Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. at Los Arcos on the Malecón, and then a parade which starts late at night a week from yesterday on Friday at 11 p.m. starting at Hotel Rosita. If you want more details, you can visit the website for the event, which is published in English and in Spanish. A book reading festival is presently taking place at Puerto Vallarta's main plaza across from City Hall. The event, organized by Puerto Vallarta's Cultural Institute, brings together over 40 book publishing houses in a series of activities that began 2 days ago and will continue until February 5th, hoping to encourage the local population to develop a taste for reading. I'm fairly certain that the vast majority of the books available there will be in Spanish, but you never know. Plus, I know there are some of you out there that enjoy improving your language skills by reading books in Spanish, so you may find some choices for your pleasure there. And we have bad news from Vallarta Opina. They are reporting that after 20 years of operation, the International Birding Festival that takes place annually in San Blas, Nayarit, is no longer a festival, but rather a series of virtual events. This is very sad for those enjoying birding. The article is not specific as to why the festival is not taking place any longer, but it does hint at a lack of enthusiasm and support on behalf of the local authorities. So if you're interested in birding in San Blas, you will have to go about it on your own, and that is truly, truly unfortunate. In national news, health authorities warn about an upcoming spike in the Pirola COVID-19 variant, expecting cases to increase within the next few weeks and until the middle of March. Once again, recommendations to get a COVID-19 vaccine were issued, along with the practice of safe distance and face masks used in enclosure spaces were mentioned as preventive measures. So again, no major changes here. Just continue to practice your common sense and take advantage of the opportunities to get a vaccine if this is something you think would be good for your health. And in international news, we mentioned this one only because we followed this previously. Pope Francis is still stuck in wording woes as far as the blessing for same-sex couples is concerned. Now it turns out it's not the couple that can get the blessing, but rather the two people that are part of the relationship. So same thing applies if you're divorced and you get married again. So you are getting the blessing. Your spouse is getting the blessing. The relationship, not so much. And that is what it is. Now let's take a quick look at the weather to see what's going on out there. And Snarky Weather says, how many Trump NFTs will it take to pay off this lawsuit? That's not even funny. 24 degrees out there in Puerto Vallarta. Our humidity is low at 55%. And of course, our weather forecast for today says clear skies throughout the day with a high of 28 and a low of 18. Sunday, tomorrow, we will have a humid day with partly cloudy skies with a high of 29 and a low of 17. And then Monday, humid with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 28 and a low of 18. And now let's continue with a couple of extra news items that I found in upcoming events, and then we'll take a look at your comments. We start with this one. If nature-related activities are your thing, the Boca de Tomates Turtle Camp is announcing a beach cleaning event to take place this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. Instructions and details are provided in the link, which will be included in the show notes. The Rice Orphanage has published the latest edition of their newsletter, which you'll find details about their upcoming So You Think You Can Rise variety talent show, with a grand finale scheduled for Sunday, February 18 at Teatro Vallarta. We also heard from our friends at Ulto, Carmen and Claudia. If you love the idea of Ulto's private dinners and miss some of the staple dishes previously offered by Chef Carmen Porras and at their previous restaurant, El Arrayan, you are in for a treat. A week from today, Oculto will feature a dinner open to the public featuring classic menu items from the former restaurant, such as their Acapulco ceviche, plantain empanadas, and their yummy duck carnitas. This is going to take place a week from today at Oculto. Also, for those of you that enjoy the occasional escapade to Guadalajara, the Jalisco Philharmonic has announced their first 2024 season, which begins on February 8th and concludes March 24th with 7 different programs offered twice a week, first on Thursday evenings and then on Sunday matinees. While I didn't see any single program that will make me bounce off my chair to get tickets and make a pilgrimage to Guadalajara, I am pleased to see a number of lesser-known works scheduled, such that if I happen to be in Guadalajara any given weekend, I'll definitely be very happy to attend. And for fans of better-known works from the classical repertoire, such as Beethoven's Fifth Symphony and Mozart's Requiem, these two works will be performed as part of programs number 6 and number 7, respectively. So there's a good reason to make a quick trip to Guadalajara. And as we announced yesterday, the date for our upcoming meet and greet will be February 23rd. This is a Friday from 6 to 8 at Whiskey Kitchen. Hope you can join us. And now let's take a quick look at your comments just to see what you're up to. I see good mornings and I appreciate those. Thank you very much. Mark is saying, hope to see some of you at Whiskey Kitchen for the bourbon tasting this afternoon. We mentioned this event yesterday, a 5-course whiskey tasting event at Whiskey Kitchen today. And let's see, I'm looking for cues. Here's a cue from Jonathan. I have a bus card, but I occasionally have difficulty at OXXO where I can recharge my card. Duly noted. I don't know what else to contribute. Oh, you have difficulty finding an OXXO where you can recharge your card. I am afraid I don't have experience with that, Jonathan, but if anybody else is in the habit of recharging your bus card at OXXOs and has found a branch where you can do this successfully, this would be very much appreciated by Jonathan and others. Oh, Logan, I hear you. And I don't see any other cues. So I suppose this brings us to the end of today's broadcast. I will say this, because yesterday somebody wrote me. Yesterday was a very unpleasant broadcast for me. And if you want to know why, all you have to do is watch it again. I did receive a message from somebody that I don't know, somebody that doesn't live here. And the message said something along the lines of, I don't understand why you get so upset when people make jokes at you. And I thought to myself, I don't know you. You don't live in Puerto Vallarta. Your name is not familiar to me. And yet you think you deserve an explanation from me? That's fair. But I don't think I owe you one any more than I expect OXXO to explain why they do things, or Costco, or Soriana, or La Comer. I'm just grateful for the fact that these places are in place to provide me with what I need to be able to fill my pantry with stuff. Here at Coffee and Headlines, we endeavor to create connections. Connections between the viewers, connections between the viewers and the wonderful things that are available for you to enjoy here in Puerto Vallarta. But above and beyond that, we're not here for approval. We are here for support. So if you're wondering why I don't like people making jokes or comments about me, if you are my friend, you'll understand why. If you're not my friend, I'm sorry. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to provide connections, and that's basically it. If you have enjoyed the connections that you received here, a thank you is nice from time to time. If above and beyond that, you've enjoyed the connections such that you wish to invest yourselves and show a different form of gratitude, you're always welcome to leave a tip at the link above or pursue membership. But above and beyond that, there's nothing else here. So that's who we are. That's what we do. And I hope that's good enough for you. And for those of you that expect more, I hope you'll find a place where you can find what you're looking for. Have a great day, and I'll see you again on Monday.